Please subscribe and you can download this code from description below. Documentation is an essential aspect of writing clean and maintainable code in Python. Properly documenting your modules, classes, functions, and methods makes it easier for others, and your future self, to understand and use your code effectively. In this tutorial, we'll explore how to document a Python module using docstrings and provide code examples to illustrate best practices. A docstring is a string literal that occurs as the first statement in a module, function, class, or method definition. It serves as documentation for the object it precedes. Python allows triple quoted strings, either single or double, to be used as docstrings. When documenting a Python module, the docstring is typically placed at the top of the module file. It should provide an overview of what the module does, its purpose, and any important information for users. Let's create an example module and document it. In this example, we have created a module named my_module.py with two functions, add and subtract. Each function has a docstring that describes its purpose, input parameters, and return value. You can access the documentation for a module or its functions using the built-in help function or by accessing the __doc__ attribute of the module or function. For larger projects and documentation that extends beyond docstrings, you may want to consider using documentation tools like Sphinx. Sphinx can generate HTML, PDF, and other formats of documentation from restructured text or markdown files. Here's a brief overview of how to set up Sphinx for your project. Install Sphinx using pip. Initialize Sphinx in your project directory. Follow the interactive setup process to configure Sphinx for your project. You can specify where your docstring documentation is located, usually in the docs directory, and other settings. Write your documentation using restructured text or markdown in the specified directory. Build the documentation. This command generates HTML documentation in the _build directory. Open the generated HTML documentation in your web browser. Sphinx provides more advanced documentation features, such as cross-referencing, automatic API documentation generation, and theming options. Refer to the Sphinx documentation for detailed usage instructions. Properly documenting your Python modules is crucial for making your code understandable and maintainable. By following the conventions of docstrings and, if necessary, using tools like Sphinx, you can create clear and informative documentation for your modules and functions, helping both yourself and others work with your code more efficiently. ChatGPT.